So we're going to see another miracle that Jesus performs, and he's going to drive out an evil spirit. How did Jesus amaze the people in Capernaum? We're going to be in the book of Mark, chapter 1. How did Jesus teach the people? The beginning of the good news about Jesus, the Messiah, the Son of God. Verse 21. I was reading verse 1. They went to Capernaum, and when the Sabbath came, Jesus went into the synagogue and began to preach. And if you remember, on the Sabbath day, remember, all the people were supposed to do was rest. Rest their bodies, rest their souls. And Jesus is traveling and teaching, so we're going to see the people's reaction. The people were amazed at his teaching because he taught them as one who had authority, not as teachers of the law. So we see two reactions there. We see the people being very amazed by him, and we also see them compared to the other teachers, and they thought that Jesus had more authority than the other teachers. Jesus taught the gospel with authority. How did Jesus show his divine authority in another way? In verse 23, just then a man in their synagogue who was possessed by an impure spirit cried out. So we all of a sudden see somebody possessed, and we see them cry out and interrupt Jesus. Verse 24, what do you want with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God. So this evil spirit comes out and is through this man is saying, what do you want with us? I know you are the Holy One of God. So even this evil spirit knew who Jesus was. In verse 25, be quiet, said Jesus sternly. Come out of him. So immediately Jesus hears this and tells the evil spirit to come out. The impure spirit shook the man violently and came out of him with a shriek. So even the evil spirits were listening to God. Jesus healed a man possessed by an evil spirit. So we see him, and he was actually in the synagogue, so it might have not been out in the open, but Jesus healing the man. And then how did the people respond to Jesus' authority? We see that last time they tried to throw him off a cliff, and we see their response in verse 27. The people were all so amazed that they asked each other, what is this? A new teaching and with authority? He even gives orders to impure spirits, and they obey him. So the people were amazed. News about him spread quickly over the whole region of Galilee. So people were amazed and then went on to tell other people. The amazed people spread the news of Jesus. So today we saw that Jesus amazed the people in Capernaum by teaching the gospel and by healing with divine authority. All right, so as we go through our worksheet today, there's two parts to it. It says, read each sentence. If it is true, circle its number. If it is false, do not circle its number. So let's just start with that part. Don't forget to put your name on top. All right, the first one, Jesus preached at the synagogue in Capernaum. We can look back into our story, and it says they went to Capernaum, and when the Sabbath came, Jesus went into the synagogue and began to teach. I know that is true, so I'm going to circle the number. The next one, it says Jesus preached in the synagogue the day after the Sabbath. We again saw that it was when the Sabbath came, so that one is false. I'm just going to put a line through it. Number 3, the people did not listen to Jesus in Capernaum. That is also false. We see right there, the people were amazed. They were listening, so that one is false. Number 4, the people were amazed at Jesus' new clothes. Nowhere in our story did we even hear about Jesus' clothes. I knew that they were amazed at his teaching, but not his clothes. So I know that that is going to be false. Jesus' preaching was like that of the teachers of the law. That one is also going to be false because we see that they liked because he had more authority, not like the teachers of the law. So that is also false. Number 6, Jesus taught with authority. We see that in here. Because he taught them as one who had authority. So Jesus had authority. A woman with an evil spirit called out to Jesus. In verse 23 it says a man with an evil spirit. So that one is false. Jesus asked the evil spirit, "What do you want from me?" That was not Jesus asking. The evil spirit actually asked Jesus. So that one is going to be false. The evil spirit called Jesus the Holy One of God. We see that right here in verse 23, the Holy One of God. So that one is true. Number 10, it says, Jesus commanded the evil spirit to come out of the man. We see that in verse 25. That one is true. Number 11, the evil spirit shook the man violently. We see that in verse 26. That one is true. The evil spirit did not obey Jesus. We actually know that the evil spirit did obey Jesus because he came out of the man, so that one is false. Number 13, Jesus had authority over the devil. An evil spirit is one who comes from the devil, so the evil spirit listening shows that Jesus had authority over the devil. Number 14, the people were amazed at Jesus' gospel message and his divine authority. We see that right there. The people were amazed. They couldn't believe what they saw. News about Jesus spread quickly over the whole region. We see that in verse 28. All right, so the next part, it says, then circle the same numbers in the maze. So we need to circle number 1, number 6, number 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, and 15. And then you're going to just simply connect those numbers. And you are done. And I would love if you gave yourself an A+. You can also put a smiley face on your page. And then you're all set. If you would like to, you can do this backside. That is completely optional and up to you. That could be some extra credit for you if you'd like to do that side. But you can follow those directions. If not, you are all set with an A+ on your paper.